This is a Caterpillar 349 EL excavator. It's made by Classic Construction Models and is in 1/48 scale. Now this is a pretty fantastic model. It's one of those ones that you put it on the shelf and probably every time you look at it, you're going to catch something different as far as the detail goes. Something's going to catch your eye. And that's really nice to have something like that that's just constantly, catching a different angle on it. And just makes it really nice. It's part of CCM's Diecast line, so it's fairly affordable as opposed to their brass models. And they do a really good job with their diecast line. I think you get just an incredible amount of detail for what you pay for, and that's really nice. The nice thing about having a 349 is the 45, 50-ton excavator. That's a really good model to have, because you can have that on any number of different jobs, and it can be, basically the main excavator for, a lot of different companies, and it's nice to have a really good model of that. There's a lot of dioramas out there that really need this model. Anyway, as far as the model itself goes, everything's really well done. Everything's nice and neat and crisp. The cat decal right here has a little bit of a blemish on it, but it's really not too bad. All the paneling looks pretty good. The warning labels are really well done. Most of the labels look pretty good. The hydraulic detailing of the lines and even the little brackets here to hold the hard lines on are really well done. They look great. They stand out really well. They look good coming down on the boom. And that's really nice. This is one of my favorite things about these I guess tier 4, basically the emissions excavators. I don't know why these things even have a back window. So, I mean, what are you going to look at? You got the motor back there, but it's all covered up. And, I mean, really, if you're smoking or you're blowing out oil, you're going to see it in the mirrors anyway, or whoever you're working with is going to start jumping up and down. So, I mean, why even have that window? Anyway, the doors open up on the cab. They're kind of sensitive. I guess you need that toothpick tool to get the door open, which I don't have out right now. But inside the cab is just fantastic. I don't know if you can get a good look at it, but it's just really well done. All your information and warning labels are in there on the inside glass, which is really nice. The control panel looks like the machine is running. Like you get a readout on all your information right there, and that is just fantastic. It's a great little bit of detail in there. The hood does open up, and you got some pretty awesome motor detail in there. Looks really good. The mesh in the hood is really well done. One of the things that I really like, that even though it doesn't come off, they have the detail in there for it, is the lifting system for the counterweight. It's there, and that's awesome to have that. Even though you can't take it off, to have that mechanism there just looks really good. I think it says a lot about CCM's attention to detail. The panel opens up for the hydraulic pumps. You got a little fire extinguisher there, which is cool. The handrails are really well done. Like I said, everything about this model is just really well done. The undercarriage slides in and out for transport, which is pretty cool. Around here, most 45-ton excavators they're hauled around on rail trailers. So it's nice that the undercarriage slides in like that, but you really don't need it for a rail trailer. I mean, I guess you do. You tuck it in to get your overall width down anyway, but they're just hanging whether they're extended or not. But it's still pretty interesting to have that. That's a neat detail. I think that you'd never notice it sitting on the shelf, but well, maybe if you had it on a low boy, you'd see it, but it's not something that stands out. Now, the stick does have a quick coupler on it, and this particular version of the 349 does come with 2 buckets. Now, as far as this coupler working, I have not the faintest idea how it works. You got the spring in there, as you can see, and you got the jaws there, but I'm really not sure how to take this bucket off. I don't really want to fiddle with it too much because I don't want to break it, but like I said, it's got this bucket, it's got another bucket that's a little bit wider, it's got those spade teeth on it, which are pretty neat. As far as the movement of the excavator itself goes, or range of motion, I think it's pretty good. Certainly not as bad as some of the other models. Not perfect, but I think it is pretty darn good. And overall, like I said, it's a pretty fantastic model. It's got enough detail on it that there's always something different to look at. I think it's got a lot of really good options for customization, especially with the quick coupler, because you can make any number of buckets and attachments and, you know, hammers and like jaw crushers, anything you can think of, especially because it's a 50-ton excavator. You can put any attachment you can think of on there. And I'm sure there's people out there that have already made quite a few that'll fit this coupler. So that's nice, is when you have something like that, you can keep changing the model and changing it, adapting it to different, you know, whatever setup you want to have. So it makes the model itself have a very long shelf life, if that makes any sense, because you can just keep changing it and updating it as, you know, different attachments come out, and you can move it. You can move it in with a bunch of different families of machinery too, and that's pretty neat. So anyway, that's about it.